What?
Hang on.
Hi.
Suck all the fucking balls. Hi, my name
I'm
is
doing
Lou
a stream
Jack.
with Lou Jack,
This is my friend Taylor talking to one of his relatives. Welcome to our broadcast. Welcome to our broadcast. I saved like $114 on PlayStation Store.
And we didn't rehearse this at all.
Dude, I saved like $114 on PlayStation Store.
I saved 15% or more by switching to some other store.
I got like
But seriously though, I should probably check out this store. I hope Control is discounted, because that's on my list of like games that I've...
Oh dude, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was so focused on...
But then again, I'm also worried, because it's like, what if I get a game and then someone buys me a physical copy of a game that I was gonna get for Christmas? You know what? I should just text my brother and be like, "Hey, did you get me Control? Because if you did, then I'm not gonna buy it." Oh wait, you did.
I feel like that happened to me.
Hey, did you get me Control for Christmas? Huh? Did you get me Control? What? The game Control. I haven't bought the game Control. Okay.
I wonder how much Gravity Rush 2 is. It's probably like $5 or something, because the first game was like...
not you, the Jack.
I feel like the first Gravity Rush was like $5 or $10 or something. I don't remember exactly.
Possibly. It's still, it still baffles me that some of the sales on PlayStation are like, a lot of the sales are pretty reasonable as far as like how much they're discounted, but occasionally you run across some like weird gem where it's like, oh yeah, this game was discounted down to like $2, and I was like, I don't recall it being that bad though. Like, I can't believe I got what was it, Murdered Soul Suspects for like $2, and I was like, oh, are they like making a sequel? Because normally the biggest discounts you see are in games that are about to get sequels, and I didn't hear anything about a sequel. I haven't seen anything in the feed, so I'm like, why?
I don't know.
I mean, the game did glitch out a couple times, so that might be why.
I'm linking the stream to Twitter, and it's linked. And yeah. So hi, welcome to this shit.
You should probably do the oh man, I gotta find my So hey, welcome back to Ace Attorney. I'm Taylor, and that's Lou Jack.
I'm Lou Jack, and that's Taylor.
And
I saw the live-action Lion King. It's a waste of money.
They weren't prepared.
A family friend came over for a movie night thing, and we wound up like renting it for like $3 on the DVR. And wait, was it $3? No, we rented it for like 3 days, but I can't remember how much it was. It was cheap. But I am so mad. They had two cool things that I thought were neat and funny. One was Zazu talking about his brother who thought he was a woodpecker, or maybe it was a cousin or something. I don't remember. But that bit was pretty funny. And they had a scene where Zazu was actually helping Nala escape the Pride Lands to go find Simba. An added scene that like wasn't in the original, and I was like, oh, that's neat. But overall, it was just not as good, and like they totally cut out the "Be Prepared" song, which is like the best song. They demoted it to like a little monologue. It wasn't like a big epic song. It was just a little monologue, and it sounded dumb because Scar has like such a commanding presence in the animated movie, and especially when he sings that song, when he's like "Be prepared," and there's the big old Nazi march. But in the live action one, he was just like "Be prepared." He was like, God, he sounded like such a pussy. Pun fully intended.
I was gonna say,
he's a
pun
cat.
intended. That feels like an improper use of the word in general, but
it was a joke. But yeah, no, it was like he's like, be prepared. Like,
That
god
reminds me,
damn it.
one of my favorite,
Shenzi,
like,
I think.
one of my, no, you're
What?
gonna, wait, what were
What?
you gonna
Oh,
say?
okay.
I wanted to say something, but I don't know when
Okay,
you're,
go ahead. No, I was,
it was on the same,
I mean, go ahead and say your thing. I was just gonna
Yeah.
rant about Shenzi, but
I was gonna say something about Lion King.
well, I mean, Shenzi is in Lion King. She's the hyena.
I forgot the names of the hyenas.
What were you gonna say?
Hi and ye and na. No, I was gonna say, one of my favorite, like, one of those, like, very specific fandom posts, one of those, like, Tumblr posts that gets screenshotted and shared everywhere was, like, something, it was basically, I love that the climactic battle between,
Simba and Scar?
What?
Simba and Scar?
Between Simba and Scar, because it's essentially a battle between a healthy, fully grown lion who is also like only eaten bugs and never gotten a battle in his life.
Which is not how that would work.
Yeah, versus a lion who's probably been in a lot of combat, but is like so like really emaciated and elderly. So it's just two just very like not quite in the perfect scenario, just
Right.
kind of slapping each other.
Right, and it was weird because I just don't get why they would pick Be Prepared to cut down on. That's like making a Metal Gear Solid collection and leaving out Snake Eater. Like,
I mean, that's like making a Resident Evil collection, and not having like Resident Evil 4 or whatever.
yeah,
Or 4?
It's-
Am I thinking of 4?
I never played
Yeah,
any of the
I think
Resident Evil
four.
games. I kind of want to play Resident Evil 7, but I've never played any of the Resident Evil games. I did play Resident Evil 7 for like 5 minutes at my cousin's house, and it scared the shit out of me.
That's the newer one.
Yeah.
The one that's, which by the
Yeah.
way, if the title in English is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard,
Then
but it's called
in-
Biohazard in Japan. So in
Yeah.
Japan, is it just called Biohazard 7 Biohazard?
Probably, something like that. But, maybe it's called Biohazard 7 Resident Evil, because the name would actually make perfect sense in that context, because it's like at the baker's house.
Yeah,
They're like
it's a
evil
Resident Evil.
residents. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense, because the other Resident Evils, I mean, technically a lot of them have evil residents, but
Yeah.
it's more of a dynamic location.
Yeah. But, yeah. The hyenas are another thing that I was going to talk about, because, like, Ed talks, which is weird. It's not bad, it's just weird. But he has, like, a sort of... The relationship that, like, Shenzi, the lead hyena girl, has with Bonds, the other hyena who talks, is kind of, like, switched up, and instead that relationship is shared between Ban and, Ed. And Shenzi only gets, like, 2 lines of dialogue in the whole movie, which is super
Aw.
annoying, because Shenzi, again, was another character that had such a commanding presence. Like, she's a character you remember. But, like, if the animated movie didn't exist and this live-action movie was the only thing we had, I would forget Shenzi even existed. Which is super annoying.
That is annoying.
I love Shenzi. She was, like, one of my favorite characters.
So if I was gonna modify Lion King, I'd have it the climactic battle really was like between like a buff young lion who doesn't know how to fight and an old wiry lion who does, and that would be like an important factor where like Scar uses a bunch of like ruses and feints, and Simba like falls for them a lot.
Right.
He has to like sort of get used to it.
Yeah. Alright,
Also, I'd have more of a hands-off approach to the kingdom, because it would be more like the kingdom itself is the area where you can go, like basically everywhere but the hyena zone, because hyenas, if they're in a big enough number, they'll chase off lions, as you do.
As you do.
But like, yeah, but as in the kingdom is just isn't like somewhere that you actually preside. It's more of an area that you can patrol freely. because it always felt weird where it's like it's the circle of life, but also our subjects are also our prey, and I was like, I feel like it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, it's weird.
On one hand, I'm thinking, I shouldn't change a classic. It's so good. And on the other hand, I'm like, well, if I change this classic, it'll be less like Hamlet, which means it'll be more like an original. Aha! I gotcha. Bet you didn't
Uh,
know that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it being like Hamlet, though.
Oh yeah, Hamlet's
It's
very good,
perfectly
but I mean,
fine.
like, it would be even more of a Lion King.
Yeah, but that's not to say that it would be good. Like,
What? I like
like,
Lion King.
I mean, if you do it right and it doesn't suck, then like go for it. But if you like do it and then it sucks, then it's like, oh well, at least you tried.
Yeah, you get something new out of it though. I like the concept of like the instead of like a bazillions of animals as like the kingdom, it's specifically their pride of lions and how like the larger kingdom is other prides of lions that they have a sort of a loose relationship with.
Yeah.
Like you could
Um.
still put together all the other stuff though. It would bring up the question of how you'd have you could still actually no, you could still have it that Timon and Pumbaa raise Simba because they're like, oh hey, he hasn't learned that he can just like maul us and eat us at any time, and
Right.
he's basically the biggest guy in the room. We'll just train him to be our friend, and then he'll just protect us because he's massive.
Right. Yeah. When that movie was over, me and my sister and grandma and our friend who was there spent like 2 hours just critiquing the movie and talking about how much better the animated version was.
Yeah, I was like, it's funny because it's like it wasn't. It felt like it was billing on being live action, but it's not live action. It's still animated. It's just very fancy CG instead of being 2D, which I'm like, but what do you get out of that? You lose your like the cartoony feel that you were going for, and you don't even get the extra bit that you would get out of stage play, where now you've just got straight up like actors and like live singing that sort of thing. Which, by the
Right.
way, I would totally watch like the Lion King stage play because apparently it must be really really good. Like I totally watch like I would like to for just the regular stage play like Broadway plays to just be like professionally recorded from like multiple angles and
Yeah.
stuff and then just put that in theaters
Yeah.
because that's
Um.
precisely what like a lot of people are missing out on
Yeah.
because like no one can afford it.
Yeah. Dude. Oh man, I love Lion King, dude. Lion King is like top three, but probably number one spot because I love the movie. I've got like a history with this movie. You see, um, it's a special movie to me because it's the first movie that I have any recollection of, like as a kid. Like, because I lived with my grandparents two different times. The first time was before I went to live with my mom, and then the second time was after she died. So when I was living with them the first time, this was like back when we had a VCR and like a rewinding machine that you'd have to like take the tape out of the VCR and then put it in the rewinder.
Oh, you didn't
Like,
have a rewinding VCR?
no, that's how
Did,
old this was, and it's the first movie like that I had like cognitive memory of, and even though I
oh
didn't like
wow.
quite get it because it dealt with like for being a kid show, it dealt with like a lot of mature stuff, like the death of a parent and like becoming your own man, growing up, maturing and stuff. It was a very mature movie for being a kids
Yeah,
animated
it
film.
was well, I mean
And
it's Hamlet for kids.
yeah, yeah. And like I didn't understand a lot of it as a kid, but like I remembered it. I got that I understood that Mufasa was gone. I didn't really grasp the concept of death, but I knew that he was gone. And when Scar started singing that "Be Prepared" song, my bones like shuddered. Like, oh, bad things are gonna happen. Like, so much of that movie is like where my cognitive memory abilities first started forming. and it was the movie that I like marathoned after my mom died when I came to live with here. And I think like subliminally, or not subliminally, like subconsciously, the reason why I was so attached to it when I came back to here was because of the whole like dead parent thing. I developed like more of an
I didn't
attachment
know
to it.
that.
Yeah, I developed like more of an attachment because of that, and so like I related to it more at that point. And yeah, it's a very special movie to me. It holds a very special place in my heart. And to
It's
have Be
pretty cool.
Prepared cut from it down to just the size of a monologue is super
They weren't
infuriating.
even prepared.
They weren't even be prepared for what? For you to skip the goddamn song?
Be prepared for cats. The joke that I made like a bazillion times was, hey, if we're gonna make live action versions of Broadway plays that aren't maybe not even live action and have tons of like CG, I guess, why not cats? And guess what? They did that with cats.
They did that. But
And
yeah,
apparently it was bewildering.
I have not seen any of the reviews yet. I'm planning to watch. I
I
think
just feel like the
I don't
it
want.
feels weird that they would put so much into making an entire movie production of something that all they would have to do is record the Broadway play and then put it in theaters.
I don't want to watch the movie. I just want to watch people's reviews of that movie, particularly Andre, the black nerd.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But yeah,
Remember the time when Nostalgia Critic was like he was always breaking his rules about nostalgia because he would review like recent and more recent stuff. And at one point, he was reviewing like I think it was Jurassic World, which had just come out, and
yeah,
because of that, and that there was no clips he could use, like he could only use clips from the trailer, and even that he couldn't use because that was when YouTube was doing the DMCA's on everything.
right.
He just got his employees together and got some like dinosaur like toys and stuff, and they just reenacted the scenes with those.
He still does that.
Like he still like reviews movies that like just came out.
Yeah. Well, I think he reviewed so many nostalgic movies that he got to a point where he was like, I don't really know what else to review now, so I guess I'll just start reviewing current movies.
What would the modern version of Nostalgia Critic be called? Would it just be Critic?
Yeah, just critic.
Just be a yelling critic.
But yeah, Lion King is great. Very special movie to me, and the live action sucks. I don't know if you can hear right now, but my grandma's actually like rewatching it because she fell asleep during it.
Well, oh, and also we're playing Phoenix Wright, and I think that's my
Yeah,
line.
yeah, that's right. It's your line.
I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of a alternative guard fashion thing.
Sure, I guess. Let's talk about the studios. So, how are the studios doing? Your line.
So, oh, sorry.
Oh, wait, what were you gonna say?
There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They're just climbing up the walls. They're getting into the garbage. They wouldn't let me clean up. They don't want me disturbing evidence. Haven't even cleaned out their lunch plates from the day of the murder. Yeah, that would explain why it's such a mess.
Yeah. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
That's a clue.
Right.
Now we can figure out who was eating steaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you believe it?
No, I cannot. That's my...
Do kids sneak in? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You just see old Windbig's eyes flash when he sees him. There's a bit of trouble. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though.
Ah, old
He's
windbag.
fast.
Ah, old windbag. Yes, you mean the murderer. Oh no, maybe she did it. I don't know. The director et al. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. They also said that you could save money by switching to Geico.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. They ate steaks. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. Like before or after the murder.
Yeah.
They were trying to protect the director. Or the producer, really. The producers are a real star here. He saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. Which is what I've been paid to say.
The producer, huh? I've already examined everything in here. Oh wait, I haven't examined this. The security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything. Oh, that's your line.
Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew.
You've got stuffing?
Yes,
What are
she
you
is teddy bear.
What are you stuffed with?
Probably some kind of cotton polyester blend.
Oh, I was thinking of some kind of like food stuffing.
No, that just like that stuff they put in turkey. I don't know what that's made of.
I don't either, but it's delicious. It's like one of my favorite things. Let's go back to the employee area, I guess. Nothing to do here. There was nothing to do out there. Okay, let's go back. Hey, dressing room. Have we been in the dressing room? Oh God! Hi.
I'm a few seconds behind, so
yeah.
I'm like, what are you? What is this? Huh? We. Oh no. Hey, you first. Who are you?
What is this guy?
You look pretty suspicious to me. I'm gonna make you do the voice because I'm doing all of the voices.
Yeah. Okay. How can Jew not know the great Salmonella? His name is Salmonella. His name is Salmonella. I make delete. Hang on. I make delete shows. The Steel Samurai, mine, RTFC. Read the film credits. Your line.
How does he spell with numbers? Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so sorry.
No, quite all right, really. It's the hang on. No, quite all right, really. It's the raffle.
It's the raffle?
The raffle.
Okay. What is it?
You know, on closer inspection. Yeah, hot slobber. Hey, don't you do a lot of flat cosplay, cause that costume roars drool.
Boy!
That's the voice I'm doing.
Roxors? What? Hey! You're drooling.
What? Lol, buffer run the pants. You've triggered my creative powers.
It's like he's designed to be annoying.
Yes, seriously. Yes, this is
How did he even speak that way?
Pink Prince. Who, what?
He speaks with numbers.
I don't know, man. the sequel to Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Tokyo. Russell Millamau. Pink Princess?
She's a princess waging battle into the break of dawn. Why's it gotta be a little old Tokyo? Because it's the district of New Old Tokyo.
Maya, we really need to talk about cool.
Nuevo Old Tokyo. Old Tokyo 2.
Oh, this guy is disgusting. Why is he sweating so much?
I don't know. I assume that it has something to do with him wearing a sweater and then a shirt over it, despite it not needing that kind of weather. Or, sorry, the weather not being like that.
So disgusting. Taylor, I don't like it here. I'm scared.
Yeah, he's got no pupils, and his hat is like. I think his hat's supposed to be like a backwards hat, but it also the back of it, which is the front of it in this case, has the top knot. I'm guessing it's like a Steel Samurai hat.
I do not like this at all. Day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. The security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had to run through it for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get the chance to eat lunch. A T-bone steak, was it?
Sad face. Yeah, everyone was having T-bone steak.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all about that steak. No trouble.
I don't like when he does the demon face.
I don't either. And he like wiggles his tongue. Oh, stop. Yeah, sucks words. I hate missing out on food. I mean, me too, dude. That's you.
Nick, what does sucksores mean?
No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi.
I'd say that he's sweating and nervous, but he's always sweating, so there's not much to go on.
Yeah. Hey, maybe he's the killer.
I mean, he's got the hat.
About the producer. Who was at the meeting with you? Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius, mad, skilled, salt away. Scary though, sweats. That's mad with a 4 in the middle, by the way, and skilled with 1s instead of L's or an I.
And as the...
Actually, I think it was just the I. She brought the studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai.
Oh, well, then my opinion of her has changed.
Yeah, seriously. You had a meeting with her?
Who has enabled this creature? This man. I would not put him in the reins, or give the reins to him.
You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. Asked if she wanted to come back to my place for some froyo, but she shot me down and was very rude about it.
Wait a minute, that's not one of the lines.
I'm just improvising.
Remember, you're reading ahead of me, so I was like, wait a minute.
No, I'm just improvising. Who exactly?
Cosplay is great, and you need to respect cosplayers and regular monk women. Just people in general, please.
Are you talking to me or the character?
I'm just talking in general.
Oh, okay. Like, I got no problem with them.
By the way, if you're sweating on like a regular day, do what this guy does with the towel, except get the towel wet and then throw it over your shoulders. It'll keep you cool.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. I got like this Hoorag thing. It's pretty good. Run it under water and then you put it on your face and it's great. Who exactly are these big wigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the muscle rep of network of some.
Bro, you're starting to sound like Daffy Duck.
You're despicable.
Now that would give some star power to this operation.
Also a few production guys. I piloted a limousine and got here right away, right around noon. Major tension, sweats. They're all, were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Yowl. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Okay, so I'm just gonna look around. Please don't let your pupils disappear anymore.
Yeah, don't lose your pupils.
So don't lose your pupils. You kind of.
No, I dropped my pupils.
There's some regular suits and there's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes. They always have mirrors like this in the dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it.
It's weird how the clues refresh when it's a new like sort of chapter or sub-chapter.
Yeah.
See, that's the next to the cosmetics. That's the hair that was in the picture. Someone had that bald cap thing, or that. It's a combination. It's a hair head thing.
Yeah. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Ah, there's Maya.
Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick. Get with the picture.
Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig.
It's a very unique wig.
Yeah.
I kind of like samurai movies.
Kinda. Samurai Boogie Woogie is totally a movie that I would watch.
Yeah, it'd be just like a Cowboy Bebop anime-ish.
Yeah.
But like combined with, but it would have the combined themes of Cowboy Bebop and what was that movie? Rush Hour? No. Kung Fu Hustle? No. What's the one with Jackie Chan?
Rush Hour?
Yeah.
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker?
Yeah. It'd be like that, but an anime.
I'd watch that. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope as fuck. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It is kind of dusty outside. It's probably why he doesn't open his window much.
Open it up, it's just...
You're just like...
This is a bad idea.
Just need to get some fresh air. This air's not so fresh. Dude, there's a mission in Borderlands, the pre-sequel, where the mission is literally just you talking to this guy, and the guy's like, huh, you know, I should open up a window, get some fresh air in here. And he opens up a window and then gets like sucked into the vacuum of space. And then like some other scientist person is like, ha, that was awesome! Come see me and I'll give you money for what just happened. I don't even care.
That's bizarre.
That's the whole mission. Hey,
that's
Borderlands 2 has a mission where your only job is to literally shoot a guy. His name is Shooty McFacey, and he's like, shoot me in the face! Face, face, face! You just go up to him and you shoot him, and he's like, thank you! And that's it.
That is...
It's like the world's shortest side mission.
You think they set that up as a test to make sure the quest delivery system was working?
I think it was actually some kind of inside joke. I read about it once, but I can't remember what all the details were. But like, there's some. You have to look it up. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here, like he said. Oh, excuse me. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. It must give these to the employees. Eggface Maya returns.
And we haven't seen a single... Hey, Nick!
What?
The snacks! There was twice this much here before!
I ate them.
That is what snacks are for.
Yeah.
However...
They're past their expiration date anyway. Raffle. Maya's pouting.
Okay. I guess.
She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears welling in her eyes.
She
so
wanted the snack.
All she wanted was to get her snack on. You're lying.
Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of sharked. I'm kind of sharked. There's a shark in here.
Maya, leave those alone. Wolfman found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue.
Just expanded Phoenix Wright lore. Wolfmen are actually on Mars and that's the thing.
Okay, so... wow. This guy makes me super uncomfortable. I'm gonna show him this picture. Can I... wait, present... picture? Or no, that's the wrong button. I wanna present it. This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right. The director would know about the injury. He was there. Okay. Here's a spear. I try not to pay attention to things that don't interest me. Lol. You're lying.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Maya looking like a confused puppy dog, like, I don't know what's going on here. Show him the map. Nope, okay. Show him the key card? Probably not a good idea, but yeah, that doesn't even matter. Show him the autopsy? Nope, that doesn't matter either. Hey look, I have an attorney's badge. Nope, that never matters.
Hey, can you just hand me the spear? Thanks. I'm just gonna hold on to this.
Just gonna hold on to this for protection, you know, just in case. Just in case shit goes down.
Just in case I need to, just in case I need to, you know, stab someone.
Oh, so, I think we can go now? Just gonna leave. Don't lose your pupils. Wow, that was an experience.
That was a whole thing.
Wow.
Oh, that's probably his bike.
Probably. I guess back to the main gate. Maybe see if she has anything to see. Oh, maybe present her with something. Show her the picture. Could you take a look at this?
Take a look at this snout. That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? Ah, she wasn't there. What is this anyway?
Looks like she didn't know about the photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. I'm calling it right now. That creepy director nerd dude, he's gotta be the killer, right? I mean, he looks like he's killed some people in his day.
He's nah. I mean, but I mean, that does bring up a question about our security lady.
Oh, old bag?
Yeah, she would, like, if she's not the killer, she still would have had to... She would have had to, be the one,
Oh,
like
shit!
the associates, delete the pictures.
So, I totally skipped over that because I didn't think it was going to be important, but it was, and now I don't know what that line was, but,
You mean the samurai spear?
yeah, that thing.
Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy.
So you'd have
Having to carry that thing around.
So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Let's show her the map. Nope. Show her the card key. Wow. Taylor?
Wow, they give a lawyer one of the card keys?
Well, I'm sort of borrowing it.
I see. Gotta be careful not to lose that. Somebody might get cut. They're very strict about those card keys here.
I guess they're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. I think it'd have to be. I mean, you know, being a security person and all. Thanks, I'll be careful. Autopsy? Not really sure what to say. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. This is a manila folder from a previous case.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
It's like, you just have them all in the same kind of folders. You're like, wait a minute.
Hey, we can go to the detention center now. Let's do that. Yo, Powers, we met this super creepy dude, and how do you work with that guy?
At arm's length.
October 18th, detention center, visitors room. Oh, fuck, what voice did I give him?
It was supposed to be, deep and authentic.
Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell you the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So, WP, do you have any leads on what might be going in the right, get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Let's tell you what we do know so far. Sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. Like, who was eating steak? Or... Because, okay, so we know that Penny probably wasn't at the like, rehearsal thing.
Right.
She was...
Oh, whoops. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. I accidentally skipped over that, but it was, like, still on my screen because of the delay, so I, like, quickly read it. But, you were talking about Penny?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where Penny was at the time, though, because she couldn't have been there when the person... She wasn't there when the person died, but she also wasn't in the practice room while they were practicing. She could have been there later. Maybe they switched off?
I don't know, but do you think Salmonella has Salmonella?
I don't know.
Cool.
But if she... Wait a minute, if she did go in there, then the security lady would have noticed. So, where was she all day? Maybe she just came in really late compared to the other guys.
Man, I don't know. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No.
Oh yeah, sometimes you gotta fight them off with a broom.
No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them.
Then again, perception was my dump stat. But in today's testimony, she didn't say anything. Any were hanging around?
The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. like you do. Was the director present at the morning run-through?
Yes, she was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move.
I had to reload the page. But
Oh.
I'm back.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio told us to keep quiet.
You're on thin ice here, Powers. Thin ice! That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. He's got that new lawyer smell. When he loses, he's going to lose big. And also, you know, your life's kind of on the line here.
Oh, I see. Sniff.
Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
You got any zebra cakes in there? Any Twinkies?
You know, snack cakes don't last forever. You know, they only last for like 2 weeks at the most. No matter what they are, they're still snack cakes.
One of my like favorite bits of story and what was it, Zombieland? Was the guy looking for Twinkies, and he's like, you know, contrary to what people believe, they do have an expiration date. And his whole like character arc is just him trying to find at least one more Twinkie before they all go bad forever.
Oh, that's what that was about.
Yeah, Tallahassee.
Well, now that makes a lot more sense.
What do you mean?
Well, because you'd have to find all the, like, pretty much all snack cakes in existence would only be good for, like, a few weeks, and so after that it would just be all canned food, and you'd have to start growing your own stuff.
Yeah.
Or, like, hunting deer or what have you.
Right. Regarding this photograph...
Yes?
This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right?
Right, Sniff. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest.
But who else could have worn it?
Someone shorter, perhaps.
Probably.
Your costume was in your dressing room?
Yes, I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep.
That could be possible.
But who? Spear? Regarding the murder weapon.
Yes?
Is it possible, or no. Is it heavy? That spear.
It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through? No pun intended. My wording is pretty terrible.
Yes, I goofed on around and the second kicked in. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard.
Yeah. That was in fact a thing that happened.
Now it's exclusively the practice spear because duct tape did not exist in Neo Old Tokyo.
Hey, look, we got a key card. We found this key card in your dressing room.
You didn't read those lines, you just went straight to the... Alright. Someone hit the mute button on this guy.
Oh, that's mine! Yes!
Can people outside the studios get these cards?
I don't think so. Even I have to return this card. Once the show's done filming, that is.
One day I'm gonna show someone my attorney's badge, and someone at some point in this game is gonna be like, "Oh yes, the attorney badge." and it's gonna be like a big deal.
And someone's gonna be like, "You're not even an attorney," and you'll be like, "Attorney badge."
What to do? Oh, I think we did this already. Well, what do you think we should do? We're in the office now.
What do I? Huh? You don't. Why don't you redo what you just said? I'm behind.
Yeah.
Gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Yeah, we don't have even. You haven't even seen the producer or anything.
Yeah. Alright then, there's no point in hanging out here.
Why did we drive here? He zooms out and the office is just a backdrop at the studio.
Yeah. Why did we drive
really
along? Oh, you're lying.
We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday! Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened!
Well, there's not enough information. There's not enough information.
More information means more human.
Thanks for that.
What is that from, by the way?
It's from Invader Zim. It's the episode where he starts, like, stealing organs.
Oh.
It's very bizarre. It's one of those episodes where it's like, wow, this was a weird show.
I never got into Invader Zim.
I don't know how to feel. I know that it was pretty fun, but then that was back when I was a kid, so I don't know if it still holds up or not.
I don't know. Oh shit. Studio mascot, apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like
Why
that.
didn't they put his head back on? Well...
I don't know. You tell me.
Maybe we should ask the bad assistant.
I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything. And you'd probably need a crane to move that thing.
Indeed. Probably so.
I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit.
This is exactly why I don't want to get old. Ever.
Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired.
Nick, when you start having when you start having to say I'm still young, you know, it's all over.
But I am still young. I mean, like,
Kinda-
he's probably in, like, his late 20s at the least.
Kind of judgmental for a monk.
Yeah, what kind of monk are you?
Well, the best monks are old.
That's the security camera that automatically takes pictures of people. It took 2 pictures on the day of the murder before the actual time of death. One of them was the Steel Samurai. The other was a grade school boy. It doesn't seem to be switched on today. And I'm wearing 3 pairs of underwear right now.
Otherwise, they would just have a bunch of pictures of, like, you entering, leaving.
In the trial, they said the Studio 2 was down this path. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without a problem. Shit, you're lying.
It doesn't look that much like a monkey, to be honest.
I mean, it's monkey-ish.
This monkey head is real heavy.
Well, it did knock that tree over when it fell.
I wonder when that happened, like the timeline-wise.
I don't know.
Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said.
Ah.
Welcome. Your line.
I'm a little behind. So
Yeah, I know.
it says, welcome.
They let people in here when they aren't filming, don't they?
Yeah, no. Nick, let's come here someday. What do you say?
Sure, if that security lady's not here.
I'm gonna reload.
Alright, if that security lady lets us in as the lion. I read it wrong, but, I mean, same thing.
Nah, your reading was better.
The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I forgot his name was Jack Hammer.
Jack W. Hammer.
Okay, I guess let's...
W stands for with a...
With
Jack with a hammer.
Jack with... God damn it. Jack with a hammer. Is with a even a name?
It is now.
I'm not high enough for this shit. Let's go inside Studio 1, I guess? Examine. We've already examined everything. There's nothing to do here. Let's go back out. Let's... fuck, I don't know, man. Move to outside Studio 2 again? Maybe? October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. Oh, that usually means something new is about to happen. This place is deserted. Okay. Big crash. Oh, okay. That's your line.
I'm like 4 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see the crash. Eek! Nick, what was that noise? Was it a ghost?
Ghost? How the fuck should I know, Maya?
Someone must be inside.
Someone must be inside.
Gotta play our sneaking music.
Yeah.
Hello?
No answer.
They're not saying anything. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh. It's locked.
What? Don't we have a key? I
No,
don't think,
I don't think this takes a card key, but... No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Aha! That's the prevailing. Well then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
Sure, if they let us. Back to the guard station. Oh, Jesus!
I love hearing your reactions before the scene loads, so I'm like, oh no. Aha!
I fucking hate this lady.
My soul has returned. I died, but my phylactery is buried here. How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. Clearly I'm a lich. It's much more powerful than a ghost.
You certainly got back quickly.
This is where I spawn. My spawn point. Oh, the police took me away, they did. Pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on, can you imagine? How could a sweet little old lady wear a giant suit like that?
I mean, I don't know if...
would fit in the thing.
Yeah, I don't know if sweet is the right word. I mean, you got those weird, creepy, demonic eyes, and you're all evil looking. Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
Like, whoever was in the main thing about the picture that we saw is that, like, whoever was in the picture is shorter, but still, like, beefy.
Yeah.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I told you, if the pants don't fit, you must acquit.
I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. I'm not 100% sure about that, Phoenix.
Look. The worst that you could pin on her is deleting the picture of whoever went in there first.
Yeah. You're
So
lying.
that doesn't rule out the kid,
You're
because
lying.
if she's telling the truth,
You're lying.
and you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. I mean, if only.
Yeah.
You seem to. Now let me
God.
tell you for 5 minutes why my lips are sealed.
God, I
You're really
wish your
talking
lips
a
were
lot for
sealed.
someone with sealed lips. Starting now, 1, 2, 3.
Thank God. This lady's too much. Now, if we can just get some super glue and like.
If you wanted to look, if you wanted regular people, you wouldn't be playing a Phoenix Wright game.
That's fair.
There's no regular people.
Oh my God.
Like, you just watch, like, before the judge was a judge, he was like the host of a Japanese game show. Or the contestant of a Japanese game show.
Welcome back to Japanese Family Feud.
Yeah, or he's just something that you wouldn't expect that's like at least mildly amusing. It's like he really likes putting on a Hawaiian shirt and riding around on a hydrofoil or something.
Oh my God. Well, I think we've made some pretty good progress tonight. Do you want to keep going or do you want to quit here?
I thought we started at 8 sharp, didn't we?
Yeah, it's been like an hour.
I say let's cut it here before I get too loopy.
Call it here?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hate this lady.
I am Taylor.
I am Blue Jack.
He's still Blue Jack. I'm still Taylor.
That's still Taylor, and I'm still Blue Jack.
So take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And we will see you next time. Bye! Oh, wait. Fuck. I pushed the wrong button. Okay, bye!